Oh, is he literally, he's just swimming away. He's like, nope, I'm out of here. You smell so bad. Iris Pancakes let off our rocket? That's so rude. Oh my god, no way. No. Okay. Of course this would happen in the save.
Hello from the void, it's Rose. Welcome back to my channel and to my not so berry challenge. A few of you in the comments from the last video said that you thought that it would be a good time for Carmine to have her failed wedding, and the H seemed a good candidate, so we might go see if we can make that happen today. It's one of the last things I need to do. She also needs to complete the politician career, but she's level 9 and pretty much there, and get married as an elder, but we have to wait till she's old for that to happen. So we're going to head over to Sulani, where we left them on a lovely holiday, and see what happens next. If you're enjoying what I'm doing, it would mean so much to me if you give me a little thumbs up down there. Now let's get to the video.
We're rejoining Carmine and her family on holiday in Sulani, which is nice. It's a bit of a change of palette, a little bit less concrete. Why are you thinking about babies? Please no. We have made some meatballs for the whole fam, and we're going to try and have a group meal to all spend some time together, get to know each other, probably play a bunch of musical chairs, because that's just how this game seems to work. For some reason, Carmine and Mithra are not getting on particularly well. Like, maybe Mithra's getting to the age where she's like, why couldn't you just make it work with my mum? Why do I have to go on holiday at different times with my different mums? Like, it's not fair. And Mac's like, I'm just going to stay out of this and clear up some plates and also try and avoid Carmine's new boyfriend H, who is here and just lurking around in the background. I find it kind of interesting. Cerise and Cochineal have always been super close, possibly because they're both aliens and they can communicate using only their minds. Although we don't see much of them, it's nice to see they're still mates. And H has finally joined the table and is trying to get on with everyone. And Carmine's like, yay, confetti! Isn't this nice? All of us spending time together. And do you know what? For now, it is nice. H is getting some positive emotions about Carmine. It's all quite good and pure. And Carmine's laying a real big one on in front of her brother, which personally I would feel a bit weird about. But she's also absolutely furious. So this emotion bomb quirk is not the most fun. I keep considering buying the quirk be gone thing, but then I forget, so we'll just wait and see what happens. I've just realised we're missing Peony. She's still floating above the water, so let's go reset her. Terrifying that this has happened, and equally terrifying, one of the alien kids' blue dancing mind figures is haunting Mac in the shower. The next morning, our kids are up, clean and playing with knives, but Cochineal seems not to have had a shower, and also still seems to be a preteen, which he really shouldn't be. Maybe that's bugged. Anyway, I'm sending them on a day trip to the spa. This is the spa that was built in the Simsy save. It's very cool. I like it a lot. And Mac is maybe trying to get some peace of mind. He is a loner, so going on a group holiday for him is a big ask, so we're just going to let him have some chill time whilst Carmine gets a well-deserved massage in front of her brother, which is a bit weird, not gonna lie. I feel like we know that green haired guy, but I feel like we know everyone. Max got in the hot tub in his sweater. My game is lagging pretty badly at the moment. You can probably tell from the slightly chunky frame rate. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm gonna check my mods once I close it out, but yeah. Everyone's like not changing their clothes for several seconds after they're supposed to have, so like that's the change in clothes interaction, and he's now in the water in his dressing gown, and we are out, we are changing seats. It's like the Sims 3 hot tubs all over again. H and Carmine are having a little bit of time to themselves with Stinky Cerise in the background. I have got it enabled so that Sims can autonomously propose, so I kind of would like if one of these guys would autonomously propose to the other whilst we're on this like cute romantic beach holiday, just because I need for Carmine to have a wedding at some point soon, and I have been waiting for the wedding patch to come out, so now is about the right time, and H could be a good option. He'd be a smart political choice. He's not a total psychopath. They don't seem to fight, which compared to a lot of Carmine's relationships is really good going. I forgot that everyone is involved in the group, so when I sent them to go here together to read some romantic poetry, everyone else is coming and just awkwardly standing there. Also, Carmine is stinky. She's in a stink cloud. Why do you smell so bad? Maybe that's why H is walking away instead of proposing. But fine, I guess. Go pee and wash yourself. That's... Oh, is he literally... He's just swimming away. He's like, nope, I'm out of here. You smell so bad. I'm just going to literally swim far away. I summoned him back once Carmine was clean because I do... Even if they're not going to get engaged, I would like for them to like go do a little waterfall woohoo. But this would be the perfect time for an engagement. I could just make Carmine propose myself, but I kind of want to see if the autonomous thing ever happens. If it's not going to happen in front of a sunset in Sulani when they've had a really flirty day, when is it? It is going to happen. I can see it. It's been queued up. So I think Carmine has chosen to do it. I did not click that. Oh, please say yes, please say yes. He has said yes. I mean, she's hot. You're not going to get a better offer with that outfit, let's be real. But look, oh, they're engaged, they're getting married. It happened at sunset with the fish jumping in the background, and I now get to plan my first wedding using the new pack, and honestly, slightly dreading it. I know it's patched now to not be a total fail, but it still seems pretty stressful, and I don't actually know when we're going to be able to do it. I do want to have this happen before Mac is an adult, because I kind of want to switch over to him as soon as he hits YA. We probably won't be able to finish Carmine's goals because she's meant to get married when she's an elder, and I probably will have to like switch back to complete that for her. But this puts us on track for having a wedding we don't go through with, and we're going to seal the deal in the waterfall with H still fully clothed. Weird. Back at the flat, everyone is on their phone, and Carmine is going to use the opportunity of having everyone together to get her wedding party together. So we're going to ask Mithra to be a flower girl for us. We were going to ask Crimson to be our efficient. Mac will be ring bearer, and hopefully they all say yes. I get the impression from the Let's Plays of my wedding stories I've seen that pretty much everyone says yes. It's just like an automatic thing. Even if you ask some random person on the street, it's like, oh hey, we literally just met, do you want to be my maid of honour? And they're like, yeah, sounds amazing, great. So if our family turned us down, that would be pretty offensive, but hopefully that won't happen. Peony is now functioning like a normal sim and doesn't seem to be stuck hovering in water or otherwise possessed by demons. Carmine's going to have to tell Mac she's getting engaged before she asks him to be her ring bearer, but he seems to have taken it pretty well. I guess maybe he's just been through so much at this stage. He's like, well, I mean, I guess if you're going to finally settle down, that makes my life easier. It doesn't really matter who it's with. Like, H seems fine. He's been naked in the house, but who hasn't? I guess good for you, Mum, and of course I'll be your ring bearer because I care about you. For my game, that's a pretty positive ending to a group holiday. So we're going to end it there, and we're going to go back home and pick it up after school and work the next day, because they basically went home and went straight out. Carmine's doing some push-ups, and Mac has invited over his new little friends. We've got Cade on the left, and I can't remember the name of the girl on the right. She's a Pancakes though, and they are over to help him with his rocket science project. Oh, Iris Pancakes, that's her name. They're the people that Mac has met at school. And Queenie is over for Carmine to ask her to be a maid of honour at the wedding. We're also going to ask Marigold. I figure in this scenario, Sims of Honour are like bridesmaids rather than like actual maid of honour. We've picked Queenie because she is our political pal, and we're marrying H, who is like our running mate, so it makes sense that she would be in the wedding. And then obviously Marigold is our oldest friend, so we're going to ask her too. Queenie has accepted us and seems like not super unsurprised that we're getting married. Let's see what Marigold says when we tell her about our engagement, because she's been there through literally every relationship we've ever had and seen them all rise and fall. And she's like, oh, she doesn't seem super thrilled. She's like, really? That guy? Okay. But pretty quickly, she seems to have like come to terms with it and been like, okay, cool, well, I guess I'll support you doing this, just like I've supported you through all of the other mad choices you've made. But, you know, if you really have decided that now is the time when you want to get married, then, you know, I'm here for you. And of course, I'll be part of the wedding, even if you do immediately electrocute me. Anyway, so we're having quite a nice little domestic afternoon. Carmine's got her gal pals over, Mac's got his new friends, and look, you finished your first rocket. It's much smaller than the one that you will have to make later in your life, but you finished one, and that is important, and you get some school credit, which is cool too, because I would like for you to be a good student. Apparently Carmine secured Queenie's vote. I thought we had that already. Iris Pancakes. Iris Pancakes let off our rocket? That's so rude. Iris Pancakes, what are you doing? Max doesn't look very happy. Like, imagine if you made a bottle rocket and then some random girl you just met at school that day and invited to help you ruined it. Like, he's like, it's my rocket. Give it to me. I'm having a little strop. That's fair, Mac. Iris Pancakes can be dead to us now. Having a look at the calendar, and we've got to work our wedding around Winterfest. So I think tomorrow is too soon, so it's going to have to be Thursday. Bride and groom, us and H, obviously. And then we have got Marigold and Queenie to be our Sims of Honour. We've got Crimson to be our efficient. Although none of my pictures are loading. Flower Pal is going to be little Mithra. And then we will also have Mac as the ring bearer. Who are we going to invite? Now the problem with Carmine's life as it is like pretty much everyone she's friends with she's dated at some point. I think technically we're still in a relationship with Oriel, and there's a lot of people that just like actively despise us because we briefly dated them and then left them, because that is what the serial romantic, I really struggle to say serial romantic, it's so hard to say. It's what that aspiration demands. So we will not be inviting any of our like vitriolic exes. So we're not going to invite Genesis, and we're definitely not inviting Flax or the Professor. We are going to invite Daisy because she's family, and we'll invite Cade so that Mac has someone to talk to at the wedding. I want to keep it fairly simple, so walk down the aisle definitely, exchange vows, spousal kiss, although how far will we get? I'm not sure at what point you have to call it off, but we definitely have to call it off, so spoiler alert, that will be happening. I have to do it, it's what the rules say. I think that'll do us. We've got cake and dancing and all that stuff. We are going to need to edit some outfits, but I'll do that off camera. I think a boho theme would work for Carmine, and I think we'll go with red as the theme because Carmine is a red sim and H has a penchant for ugly red jackets, so we'll keep true to that. And we have got a couple days till the wedding. Tuesday morning, Mac is up early and fixing the toilet, which is inevitably broken again, and Carmine has woken up absolutely furious. No! Oh god, I hit work from home instead of go to the office. I hate working from home. Why do I have to do that? It's not fair. Oh, but Mac has decided he likes handiness. That is perfect. He has to max that skill as part of his yellow generational goals, so we will get on to that. Off to school you go while I try and stop your mother from dying of anger. Although you're not feeling great either. The work from home tasks aren't quite so bad this time. We need to go to the spice market and do some interactions there. I think brighten day and promote policies. Oh, and perfect, we've arrived and Aurelia is there. So she is someone we're friends with. It should be pretty easy to turn out those activities early on. And let's start out by telling her we're getting engaged. She seems pretty excited for us, which is good. I'm wondering if how it works is like everyone's like automatically like yay, but then people that wouldn't be happy for you to be engaged will be like a dick to you after, because that certainly seems to be happening. Like before, she's in our political party and she's always supported us, but now she's like, I'm not actually sure if I would vote for you. Also, you're kind of a dickhead, and you definitely led me on. Like, I thought we were flirty, I thought we were going to get together, and now you're telling me all of a sudden that you're marrying someone else. Honestly, I just kind of feel like an idiot. My brother always told me you were trouble, but I always defended you, and I thought you were better than this, but maybe I was wrong. But I don't actually want to trash this relationship. I would like their friendship to survive. So as we have completed our work from home assignments and it's only like 10 AM, I think we will have Carmine go and have a pre-wedding day outing with her maids of honour, and that will maybe help her settle her mind and unpack some of the feelings she might be having. I feel like Carmine, having decided to finally go through with the marriage, is potentially just wanting everyone to be really excited and happy for her, and Queenie's the kind of person that would say, yeah, well, you've trodden on a lot of people's toes and you've like left a few broken hearts behind you, so you can't expect for everyone to just be really happy for you. But Carmine's like, what about you? Do you think I'm making a mistake with this wedding? I've had her like express some doubts about the wedding to see what Queenie says. Why is this man naked? And Queenie's like, well, I thought you were making a smart political match, but if that's not what you're doing here, I don't know what you're doing, so only you know how you're feeling, only you know what you're doing. Have the courage of your convictions and see things through for once, or don't, you know, whatever works for you. And Marigold is inside, so we're now going to sit down with her and be like, Queenie was mean to me, Aurelia was mean to me, why is everyone being mean to me? I'm supposed to be having the happiest time of my life, I'm getting married, and well, Marigold's just really excited about banjo music. But when we express our doubts about the wedding to her, she's like, oh, for God's sake, I thought this is what you wanted. Like, I'm just here to be your friend, but like, could you not just make your mind up about one thing for 1 second? Because Carmine apparently can't. Overall, her expressing doubts about the wedding to people is not going down very well. So maybe that's going to play into her decision to walk away from it, because she does value her friendships. Ooh, Blaine is here. We haven't seen her from a while. Oh, she's giving us the cheek kisses. We're not actually vitriolic with Blaine, and I feel like she inspired us to go into politics and move to Evergreen Harbour, so it'd be nice to have a little chat with her. Be like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but I actually moved out to Evergreen Harbour and I'm trying to like make things better. And Blaine's like, I did know that. I think that's kind of cool. Like, these are my friends. I think she's a police person now, according to neighbourhood stories, and we have invited her to join the Everyday Champions because she has her heart in the right place and also wants to change her community, so let's have her join our party. And she has agreed, which is nice. And we're going to ask her now if she might want to vote for us with our back to her, because that's how normal conversations take place. And she does. We have won a vote. Back at the house, H has come over for dinner. We've made some ramen, which is kind of fun. Carmine's actually pretty good at cooking, although this seems to be a little bit too much to ask of people. They're broadly like choking and breathing fire. Oh, just a perfectly normal family meal we're having here. I mean, it's a pretty quiet meal. No one has much to say to each other. I guess Mac and H don't really know each other very well. I feel like for Mac, there's been so many people in and out of his life that he's not really ever been interested in getting to know anyone, and now suddenly he's facing the prospect of having a new stepfather, and like he has to get to know him, and there's like nothing wrong with the guy. He's like, yeah, sure, fine, I guess. Anyway, let's have you do your homework, and then maybe your new step-parent will help you out with it. Oh, you can do that weird thing where you kneel on the floor and do it. This is so creepy. It looks like you're like praying to your mother, and why? There's a perfectly good table behind you. Why would you do it on the floor? But there's nothing I can do. The layout of this house is not perfect for filming, but it is what it is. And for now, I think the most important thing is a big thing that Carmine, that she's not sure about in this relationship, is the fact that H has never agreed to back her politically. He's always been like, I'm not sure if I could vote for you. I think I'm the better politician of the two of us. And he's like literally unemployed, so what the hell? So I feel like maybe that's one of the things Carmine has had doubts about. And now he's finally said, like, yeah, okay, I guess I'd vote for you if you were running and I wasn't. The day before the wedding is Wednesday and Winterfest, so I'm having Carmine make a grand breakfast for her and Mac, and I just want them to spend some of the day together, you know, just bonding and enjoying each other's company, because it's the last day in theory before things are going to change. Although H is calling, he's calling Mac and asking if he can come over and celebrate. I mean, that's a nice touch. I guess he could come over for breakfast and then we'll sack him off later and spend time together then. And we are going to take a little moment to decorate the Christmas tree and get some of those traditions out of the way so that we don't have any sad moodlets from a crap holiday tomorrow. Although H is apparently going home already. Okay, sure, well, don't have Christmas breakfast with us. We will have it just the two of us, like I initially planned. You can do whatever you want. These two are finally starting to have a more normal relationship, and I feel like Mac maybe is a little bit nervous that H joining the family is going to spoil it, and they haven't even really discussed like where they're going to live or how it's going to work. But he's feeling pretty hysterical about the whole thing, either from joy about Christmas or disbelief that his mum is actually finally going to get married tomorrow. So we are going to try and calm him down by making him do his homework, because we don't want him to die either. And for once, Carmine actually is going to take some time out and help Mac do his homework instead of doing her own work. And then we'll have them light the Christmas tree together, which is red and yellow for both of their colours, and go for a jog, because I literally can't get either of them out of a hysterical mood. I'm starting to get a little bit worried that I'm going to fail the challenge, because they're both going to die of Christmas hysteria, and then what will I do? Apparently at some point Carmine called Flax, because he's just texted us being like, oh, it was so nice to hear your voice. Carmine, why would you call Flax? And now Aureel's calling you? He wants to know if you found him attractive. Well, we had a baby with you, so yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. Mithra's come over for some presents because it's Christmas. We had her for Harvest Fest so she could be mostly with Genesis for Christmas, but we are going to have her over for gifts, although she absolutely hated whatever it was we gave her. I think it was like a poster or something, so fair enough. In a continued attempt to get Mac's hysteria under control, we're having him work on his rocket science skill upstairs, and Cochineal's calling. Have you ever heard of something called the Motive Trials? They take a bunch of Sims. Well, this is the Hunger Games for the Sims. I mean, sure, why not? Right, let's get going and meet you on location. Okay. I mean, she's not actually going to go anywhere, is she? Like, it's just a, like, chit-chat thing. Oh, okay, no, she's literally gone as Mac gets in the bath fully clothed. How long does this go on for? Like, oh my god, that is the longest progress bar. Is she even going to be back in time for the wedding? Have I made a terrible error? And she's not even going to get to leave her wedding. She's not going to turn up because she's at the Hunger Games. And also, can she die? that was miscalculated. I've always just cancelled that out before, but I figured I'd say yes for once, and I hadn't realised that was going to happen. Okay, well, Mac, I guess you're on looking after Mithra duty because... Oh my god. Oh my god, no way. No. Okay. Of course this would happen in the save. So we have got our wedding, TH, tomorrow. But Carmine technically is still in a romantic relationship, like his boyfriend-girlfriend, with Auriel, because they just never really broke up because they never really saw each other, so it made no difference to me. But now Auriel has called Mac, his son, and said like, oh, I found a ring in Carmine's bag, which would be her ring from H, presumably. I think she's going to propose to me. I don't know what to do. Now, I know that if you hit yes, they automatically get engaged, because I saw a few people get caught out by that on their YouTube channels. But at the same time, I feel like for Mac, like his dad and mum have never been together, and he doesn't know H at all, so maybe he would be like, yeah, like say yes, why not, like fuck shit up. Also, he's having a mean streak at the moment, so yeah, I mean, this is possibly the most chaotic thing I've ever done, and that's saying something. But I'm actually gonna have Mac tell his dad to propose to his mum, and then we will go into our wedding tomorrow with 2 fiancés. What could possibly go wrong? I love this game. Why do I do this to myself? This is going to be utter chaos. Alright, well, that's a good place to end an episode. On a cliffhanger.
I could not make this up. If I was controlling this, I would not make this many mad choices, because it would seem completely implausible and like I'm just setting myself up for constant failure. And yet my game continues to deliver. Let's have a wedding, I guess, and see what happens. Will it automatically add a new groom to the mix? Will there be a fight? I don't know. We'll see next episode. I'll see you there.